come on. Right, let me test that. Awesome. Fine. It was running so much better. But I could be speaking too soon. Yeah, it's much better than the other day. Much, much better. It's hard to play. Alright, burn some more SB I think, and then we might try this. It's the extreme one, is it? What do they call it? EX. It's extreme, sure. Yeah, definitely not getting tearing tonight. I like it. There we go. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. What do we want to do? I don't think manga's even good here. Titus, sure. I'm sure. Probably Ida. Haven't really. Anything to look out for? Not really. Just use a very aggressive team, I guess. Then we'll see what co-op's like. A bit of testing, I could have pushed that actually. So that's attack down, yeah, kind of sucks. Yeah, I'll have to push that next time. Just open up by just debuffing everything. Sliding. This one should be fairly straightforward as well. So we'll just open up more debuffs. That should break down, right? And we'll use this to prime all advanced skills. I didn't even look at... Why did I pick Terra? I'm just not thinking, I guess. I wonder what time would be best to use the summon. I guess as soon as it's Vaughn's turn, right? He's got one turn of attack left. So I'll do this to prime up all the skills. Probably play it safe for now. Like, I think we're well within turn requirement, right? Yeah, 160 turns. Fuck me. So it's literally just don't get broken. So we can't be too aggressive. This is happening. Here he goes, buffs back. No, you're attacking Titus. Just lock on to Titus, don't you? I really haven't paid attention with this boss. I feel like this has been like relatively easy. Could be wrong. I could break that, right? $32, what a heartbreaker. Gonna do some nasty oh, might as well just go in now, right? What could possibly go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh, going for the blind. Just gotta make sure we don't like completely dump out Vaughn from turns. That's gonna be close, right? Oh. Yeah, that's light, isn't it? Just pumping whatever damage. He's blind, isn't he? He is. Oh, we got the blind. That's sick. I'm gonna rip that idea. What a joke. Let's see if we got the scorpion. I remember Chimera being an absolute pain in the butt. Oh, that's a lot. That's 1,000. Alright, what do we got? Did that. Did that. Got the score. Ooh, that's the city points. Better check that. A lot of Dissidia points. Okay, so I got 650. It's probably going to be Gil. I could get what? We'll get 150. Did get some tickets there. Oh no, I use them really badly. No. I'll save them for later. What are we doing? We're going up Faris, I think. Alright, we'll do a run of Prishe just to see how the co-op is. How fucking laggy it's gonna be there. Lucas, okay. Max LB King. Really tiny summons. Really tiny person. It's Rama. I'll give it a shot. Give it the good old college try. So we had an abysmal performance about 2 days ago on this, on Monday. Loading. What? Didn't even knock it out. Oh. This could be rough. Just realized how rough this run's going to be. Oh boy. Yeah, alright. Got enough brave there. Going to be conservative of my reload this one, I think. That's right, leagues better. Leagues better. No, we got a 35 CP Prishe. I think we'll be alright. They've got to break it. They'll break it, right? They have to break it. Just Prishe things. Prishe won't come home. Prishe better not steal my turn. They both have it, I guess. Just me sitting back, I'll just shoot once every now and then. It's all them. Oh dear. They got a really they both got... oh no. One of them's got a tiny effort. The old one's at least got an upgraded Ramu, so that's fine. You get your bravery back? Yeah, okay, so... just dump this and you can break it for me, please. Thank you. Get him. Just dump that damage. Yeah, then I can just double rapid bullets. So should have summoned for this turn. Ideally, it'll be for me. And then it's some fire weakness and a good attack buff. So this next rapid bullet should be absolutely bonkers. This should be like 8k if I do it. Yeah, it's almost 8k. It's insane. Order should be fine. Can't remember, no. Oh, they're stealing turns left, right, and center anyway, so whatever. I don't think I've got anything to worry about. It's 35 CP Prishe. Makes this thing a joke. Where's my Spharai? Please. It's just stealing turns left, right, and center. Almost. We should be able to clean up with that at least. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be back kick. But you have Ramu, so it's fine. It's like the best target I could have hit. Just punch him. let's go. Let's clean this up. If I get a turn. There we go. Awesome. That ran so much better. So, how do you beat the Prishe co-op? Step 1. You roll the 35 CP weapon for Prishe. Oh, no. Although, that was probably the vanilla plan there, right? I don't know. So, we know we can do that. So that's pretty excellent. Oh, more enough for that. Kinda sucks. Now we're looking. These calls, bro. So last night I played 3 hours and 100 dudes and that was it. Only 3 hours? Wow, you're a pro at this already. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, you already got Persona 5. So you were enjoying... Did you just get the normal PlayStation 5 or did you get the Pro? Yeah, that's fine. Like, most of it works without the Pro anyway. To be honest, you could just like cram a solid state drive in there and you'll get like pretty good performance increase, even though that really shouldn't do a whole lot outside of loading times. Come on, load please. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me, where did that go? What would you level for? Rarity. So we got the exclusive for Faris, because Prishe hates me. Just nice to play Persona 5 again. I suppose you've had that copy sitting in there like, what, a year and a half now in your room? Pretty sure that would drive me insane. Like, if you remember, I bought the PlayStation Portable port of Final Fantasy Tactics about 2 or 3 months before I got a PS3. That drove me up the wall. You're torn between the two. Well, I'm probably going to pick up some PlayStation Plus either on Friday or Saturday. So if you're keen for Bonhan, I'm down for that. Have you... what weapon have you tried out? What are you going with? Gonna gear up Faris a bit, and then probably get some SP out of him. Liking Charge Blade, need to get good at it. Yeah. Keep hearing she's not worth the gem pulls. It's probably a fair assumption because she is just like a debuffer, and if like you directly compare her to like Tidus, Tidus does like the debuffing, Brave, HP, all in the bag with Brotherhood, like it's bonkers. I just like doing at least like a 5k pull on the new banners. Just like, hey, you know, get some more 5-star weapons, maybe bring some characters into the mix, try out the synergy stuff. Because I've spent like fucking 50 to 60k gems on Prishe. I am now a fully max limit broken king user. And I got the 15 CP one. I really can't complain. I got Prishe's 15. I can't complain, right? So I can somewhat use her. And I got like max limit broken Knuckles. Yeah, do the one pull. That sounds pretty good, because I mean like, if you can get Yang's like a lot of fun in this event. Like he's really strong. And if you can get 3 Yangs in the event, it's whew, Snap Punch City. Oh, it doesn't seem too bad either. I mean, Faris looks cool. Drop kick and choke of the way to go? Yeah. So if you use focus before you use kick, that splash damage becomes like 20%. And the attack up you get from focus is really noticeable. If you do kick, well, for me anyway, if I do kick before I do focus, it only does about 500 bravery damage, and that's on a crit. If I use focus, it becomes 2.5k. It's crazy. So if you run 3 Yangs, you don't need to target the ads on the side, because all the splash damage will be enough to just knock them, like keep them suppressed. And then Chocobo's your bro. Sylph is also good. It's the same principle. If you, whatever you got over level 10, rank 11 plus Sylph or Chocobo is perfectly fine. Morning, Hugo. It's about a bit late for me here, but that's fine. Should bring in Prishe, Tidus, or Cloud, Vincent. It doesn't really matter who you use. I haven't done it too much. Like I've only done like 1 or 2 runs in my lunch break today, because that's when the event drops for me. It drops at my lunch break. If you've got Prishe, definitely with the 35 CP weapon. Like if you got Brotherhood or the Sparrow for Prishe, those are perfectly fine if you don't have any of those leveled up. Cloud does cloud things, paralysis is good. It's not too bad as long as you're like, as long as everyone is aware of the strategy. And from what it seems, like as soon as like any of the side ads die, the main boss is just gonna do everything in her power to make sure that she can resurrect them. Like that's her #1 priority, is to resurrect anyone that's dead. So if you have a balance of keeping them suppressed and then dealing damage to the boss, it's fairly easy. I haven't really played around with Vincent too much. I do have his 35 CP weapon, and he does just shit bravery. See, we'll get away with that. Don't have a lot of artifacts, but do have the weapon for the banner. Yeah, if you got the weapon, like, I don't even think you really need artifacts. Like, artifacts is like a really nice way to min-max your characters. Put a bit of uniqueness on. It's not crucial to get artifacts. It's only if you're like really looking out for it that it's noticeable, but I mean, comparatively, the 35 CP weapon to the 15 CP weapon for Prishe at least is significantly noticeable. Like I had a run, like I did a co-op run just before I started enhancing Faris's armor, and weapons, I suppose. And I had two Prishe. They both had their 35 CP weapons. And one of them was like not really leveled out or kitted out or anything, and she still just shat on my max limit broken and artifact farm king. So there's that. Hope you have luck on Ramses. I hope you do too as well. Ramza seems like a pretty... I don't know who else is on the banner, but Ramza seems like a very, very solid character. And it's Ramza, I'm sure. It's gotta be good, right? Rarity. Have you got gems and all that saved up for Ramza, Yigor? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's see. Look, I should get rid of that nonsense. Ugh, I need to get more gil. I haven't really been farming it, so... I don't know, should I do the one pulled in? Is there any character in the future that you know about, that you're waiting for? Because me at the moment, like, I was mostly waiting for Prishe, and she totally dumped my ass, so the next one I'm probably looking out for is like, I'll be honest, I don't know. You don't like her, but she's strong? Sure. How's it going, Cucumber? How's your night/morning been? Not for meta purposes, I want Sephiroth. How far off is Sephiroth? Because if it's in like the distant future, then maybe like just do a pull. Because that's what I've been doing. Like I've only really put gems into Prishe and then I think Cloud. Because I wanted the... whatever reason I really wanted that Crimson Edge. And I got some of them. And I ended up with a max limit broken Tifa instead. But that's fine. Hope yours is good too. Well, I'm at the end of my day, and it's been a bit long, but always good to end on a high note. Want to wait for Terra's 35 or Vaughn's 35? Yeah, I think Terra is kind of close. Like, don't count me on this one, but I have heard that when Ramza's banner comes out, it's actually going to have two 35 CP weapons on. So I suppose if you want to be like really frugal, what am I doing? If you want to be really frugal, you want to wait until you get banners that have like a ton of 35 stuff. But I mean, having said that, if you wait too long, then they're going to start bringing out X weapons, and then you go, oh, I may as well save up for those. Terra banner will be the second banner after Ramza. Well, there you go. So if you're keen for Terra, wait for Terra, but I'm sure like a... I should just do a 3-star. I'm sure a cheeky 5k pull here and there is not too bad. Even if you don't go for the 5k pulls, I highly recommend if there's any like half off banners that are somewhat decent, that's pretty good. I mean, when you break it down, that's a guaranteed 5-star of whatever banner you're pulling, of that banner, in 5 tickets. You want to stay free to play as long as I can? Well, that's what I'm doing. I haven't put any money into this game yet, because if I wanted to put money into it, I would just buy the other Dissidia game that come out. I mean, I've heard that it hasn't really done as well, but like if we want to be technical, the other City games didn't do very well, but it got pirated to hell and back. This game is crazy easy to free to play. Yeah, like when you think about it, you really only need to build up 2 or 3 units. Everything else is like, oh, if you like this character, you can have fun with them. When X come, we will be able to see the whales. Oh, okay. Do you play on JP, or do you just keep up with it? Like, I really haven't looked too much into what's going on in JP. I think I watched like a random stream of it a while back, and it's way different to what Global is at the moment. Which is like both exciting and annoying. Yeah, the X weapons made a lot of people good. Well, I wasn't really too much of a fan of like the idea of 35 CP weapons, and I guess I still kind of aren't, because it means that, you know, not everyone is on a reasonable power level. Like back when everyone only had like access to their 15 CP weapons, sure, like there were some characters that were clearly more useful than others, but generally everyone had their own niche. But then when they released Titus, when I think of him without Brotherhood, I'm not sure what I'm trying to look for. Like, all he has is like a bunch of bravery moves, very little utility. Didn't even know about this game before it got released on Global. Okay, so you've just been reading here and there. Be the rainbows from FFOO. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't quite get into FFBE. I'm one of those people that saved up a lot of free-to-play Lapis and tickets for the Nier event, and I proceeded to get actually nothing. And then I thought, oh, okay, it's gacha, whatever. And then I found myself just doing that raid. Like, that's all I did for like 2 weeks, and I thought, no, I don't think I'm not really enjoying this. However, I'm enjoying this. Maybe it's just because it's co-op. I'm just about over-upgrading shit at the moment, so... 5%. Oof. Having said that, if anyone needs help on co-op fights, I have plenty of bells and my free code. My code is somewhere. Yeah, like, I think that's the reason why I keep playing this game. Like, before, I wasn't really doing too much. And even if when they had the other co-op stuff, like before they started bringing out the co-op events with new characters, like, I was just sort of like playing the game. I was enjoying it, but like I wasn't too worried about keeping it up to date. It was just something nice in the background. But when the Balthier event came out, and I sort of, you know, broke the ice and started doing some co-op, it was a lot of fun. I had no idea what I was doing for the first couple of runs, but it started to click, and I was using Terra, and I didn't really know how to play it too well. But things started to click, and it was a lot of fun. And I still think that's been the best one so far, just because it had a lot of thinking to do. Ones that need certain tactics to win. Yeah, so I really enjoyed like the first 2 ones. I haven't played Faris's one too much, but it definitely gave me like the same sort of interesting decisions I had with like Balthier's event. Started playing not too long ago and I love it. Oh yeah, like I'm surprised at how much time I spend in this game. Like usually with a game like this, I sort of like burn out my stamina. Maybe I'll play a little bit after that, or energy or what have you. And I might do like a little bit of like unit gacha management, whatever. And then I might think of builds outside of it, depending on what game it is. But apart from that, I wouldn't be like spending all time just like trying to min-max a whole bunch of stuff. Whereas this one really just didn't have a flow to it. It's just like, yeah, you can play it, sure. You beat the story in the first day you started playing it? Yeah, yeah. Does not have energy. I don't understand that we have energy. And it's, I think I really like the model, like even though I don't have Prishe's like cool weapons and stuff like that. If I really want to, I can still use Prishe, which I think is excellent. Like I don't, and this is probably why I'm not really a big fan of 35 CP / X weapons. I'm almost out of money. So much for leveling up fucking Ramu. No energy? Well, there goes 10 hours of my life. Yeah, even when there's nothing to do, there's like... I could farm Chocobo and just watch something. No, I've been, this has been really fun to sort of play in the middle of me playing Final Fantasy XIV, because they released a new game mode called Eureka, and I'm really enjoying it, but there's like definitely spots of downtime here and there where I could like, you know, squeeze in like a cheeky cycle key somewhere or something like that. Alright, we're just about done again. Oh, what am I doing? I can't use Faris. I don't have bloody crystals farm for. Oh, I have like a bunch of tier 1 though. I guess that's fine. I'm really lazy on these keys. But I still need to finish up, what's it? The Prishe event. I think I've still got like another 900 or so K to go. Maybe Faris will be the best debuffer until Laguna 35. Maybe. Brave Frontier. I haven't actually played that one. But a friend of mine, I think he played it, and that was like that was his first gacha game. And he dropped it roughly around about that same point, if I remember him talking about that. I still play Fire Emblem Heroes a lot, actually. But I've sort of just like, you know, I've got all the units I was waiting for. I've got a whole bunch of things leveled up. There's a couple of like challenge quests and stuff I haven't done that, but like I've got all the weekly and monthly quests done and all that. And even though they're taking out like a bunch of energy costs of everything, I don't have the drive to min-max it. Whereas this one, I've still got some min-maxing to do, and I'll do it. Yeah, it was amazing initially, then I started realizing the money that I could make. That's a bit unfortunate. See, I like Fire Emblem Heroes, and that's a game I feel like I want to spend money on, but from the experience I've had trying to pull for characters and knowing how much money that actually costs, I could never bring myself to do it. Alright, that's not many more characters to level up, actually. They wanted to make a second game and then not give you the ability to transfer anything. Would that second game be like related to it? Like a sequel? All banners from now on will be 2 persons, 35 CP. Maybe I should save. I'm probably going to still pull tickets, but I might save gems. Just gonna burn some CP at the moment. See if I can get a rank up. how's everyone's Ramu farming been going? Have you got level 15 and attempted EX yet? Kinda similar, just the new mechanic system. I mean, if it was different enough, maybe. But if it's like kind of close to like even just like a spiritual sequel, then I can see why a lot of people could have been upset. Yeah, it is the amount of money, you wouldn't mind spending 100 every now and then. Yeah, if I had like disposable income to that, sure. But at the moment I'm just trying to piece back my PC together. Like, I'm waiting for a hard drive, which is why I've been streaming like Dissidia this week actually. Because I just don't trust my PC at the moment. I usually stream Final Fantasy 14, but I've really been enjoying streaming this. Like, I kind of wanted to stream Fire Emblem Heroes for like a similar sort of reason, but I'd find myself running out of content most of the time. Like, I would stream for like an hour and then struggle to figure out what I should be doing. Whereas this, I've got plenty of things to do. Like, even if I run out of things, there's like the Chimera co-op, I could farm for tier 3 crystals, I could start getting ready for like, I feel like even if I'm out of stuff to do, I can prepare for like all the new stuff. And even if I do run out of stuff, it's only for like a couple of days and I can use that to play something else. Like, I want to say I don't main this game. Like, I don't play this as my primary game. However, I do play a lot. Like, I've got a bunch of level 50s. I only got like 4 characters not maxed level yet. I'm missing like a lot of gems, but you know, not gems, crystals. Can't build shit. That's the problem for streaming mobile games. Any reason to do the EX more than once? If you've gotten the max score, then no. But even if you don't get max score and just like get all the like the challenges or whatever, there's no real reason. So hold on, if I can concentrate for a little bit and find my king. Yeah, like if you've done all these missions and you've got score, there's no real need for it. There are like other missions from here where if you hit like a certain score, but the rewards are like Dissidia points, and you can get like 500 Dissidia points in total. And at the moment, like unless you've bought your keys and your stamina potions, it's not really worth it too much. So it's kind of a one and done thing. And usually, like at least I felt with like the Ifrit one. Probably because I hadn't completely built up characters and stuff and I was a bit behind. I actually found it really challenging, had to like think through what I was doing, conserve my skills, make sure I summoned at the right time. Saving up keys to people I like. I mean, there's that, but I also feel like oh, you dipped. Sure, make things interesting. But you get 3 free keys for every time they release an event character, or when they bring a new chapter out. But it's disbanded. What's no king love here. Excuse me. Alright, you're stalled. Usually do double material gather for the keys, seeing all the stones pile up. Yeah. When they had that double rewards event for the cycle quest keys, I put a book on there, and then I totally overcapped on that first one. It was a total waste, but like, my scroll went from 1 to 50 crystal level. It was done. I usually use my cycle quest keys on just getting gil, because most of the characters I want to use are at a decent crystal level. That sounds amazing. Yeah, it was pretty. It was like kind of bittersweet because it was like, oh, I definitely went over cap for it, but in the same sense, just did it. 1 to 50. So I needed to check beforehand, and I know I didn't learn my lesson. I'm not gonna take the break here. I should have just took the break. Is this the 35 CP one? Can you just break that? Yeah, I'll take the break now. Almost an adequate king. How's it going, Mercurius? I don't think this priest has realized she's stolen a turn. Yeah, it's worth it. It's a cost-effective thing, isn't it? And then rapid bullets. Oof. How you doing, Merc? Mercurius. I do have my king like completely max limit broken. Armor as well. Not that I spent armor tokens on it. Didn't need to. Gave me all the body armor. Yeah, just log in and pick up a new character. That sounds pretty satisfying. Turnstile. Oh yeah, we're definitely going for the HP attack here. That's easy brave, and then... Oh, look at that HP attack. Oh yeah! That's a great start. Not that I've got like any turns to use it. Spend the tokens on Cloud's armor. I personally don't know what to spend them on. Like, I spent 5 on getting Vars and 5 on getting Yidas, but just once, because I didn't have much other, I didn't have really decent armor choices for them. Max your Van's armor. I mean, I suppose that's fair, right? Because Van's a good one, and that's probably one of the few characters I've been considering getting, just because I don't have enough CP, even though I've got his weapon max limit broken. Bought Terra Space and saving the rest for now. Yeah, I'm considering getting one for Yuna, because I have not gotten a single piece of armor for Yuna, but I have a 5-star weapon. Varna's SS. I mean, sure. I've gotten, like, Mercurius can tell you that I got pretty fortunate on my artifacts for Varn, even though I didn't get any double star, mighty, red spiral, or whatever the other one is. And then, bam. Clean them up, dump my HP attack so the Yustola doesn't get mad at me. Oh, we're just cleaning up here. Awesome. Gotten really lucky so far. Actually, I think I'm gonna send a screenshot to some of the discords I'm in, just say, look, I got Prishe's 35 CP weapon, and then it's just going to be an image of my king with his max limit broken weapon and armor. Yeah, like the Priest 35. Got really lucky so far. First pull Brotherhood, first pull Prishe, second pull Vincent. It's pretty good. I've gotten like a handful of 108 attacks on other characters. I think I got one on Y'shtola, maybe one on Warrior of Light. None where it could be useful though, or at least ones that I could actually use characters for. I'll tell you what, I got pretty good on SARS. I didn't really try too hard on SARS, but I had to like make some room. Oh, let's get a party. Quickly, I'll show you my Vaughn, and then I'll show you my SARS. And I got my SARS off much faster than I got my Vaughn. Not that I was going for SARS, I just had the stuff lying around. Yeah, so I'll quickly unequip so you can read it properly, but yeah. It's not too bad. I mean, I would have liked the Mighty Spiral or what have you, but like, that's not bad. Especially this one. This one's sick. So I never saw like even the 1-star Mighty Red Spiral or White Whirl or what have you. But I got those. What else did I get? Pretty sure I got some crazy ones. Oh, they're not that good, but like, it was kind of demeaning. Yeah, see, look, I got 180 attack on SARS. That's a pretty solid one. What other one was I like not focusing and got good ones for? Actually, I got lucky in Terra, I think. No, that's not how we do it. That's not how we ice cream. No, gotta put that. Need to redo the passes, but yeah, it's a lot of trance boost. Those are yours. Ah, yeah, that's right. It's pretty fucking solid. Oh, rip passes. That should. I need to actually have trance, don't I? No, I'll sort you out later, Terra. Alright. Actually, bugger, let's pull some tickets. Well, I want Prishe to come home, damn it. I'm sure I'll have tickets for like Ramza later. Whatever. Which one's that? Oh, I've already got you. Glad I solved the tearing issue from last stream I did. Stream, this is from my tablet. You have 70 tickets. See, I'm so bad. Like, I see a ticket, I need to pull it, because I know there's no pity rate. So it's like, they're probably mostly going to be garbage anyway. Get rid of them. Get the armor. Could have dropped the white armor. Yeah. But I mean, unless you get like stupidly crazy on like your artifact min-maxing, you don't really need to worry about it. It's literally just for, it's for people that have nothing else to do in the game, and they want something to strive for, which is why there's randomness. Because if you can pick your own artifacts and put more time into it, it's got like a ceiling. So this way, it gets the players to keep playing. Because they need incentive for people to keep doing the co-op, blah blah blah. Wow, these have been garbage. But I mean, the last time I pulled tickets on string, I got like another king weapon that just became, which I already had max limit broken at the time. It's good to have both, right? I don't think I've got too many of this one. Yeah, I think I've already... Some people don't keep reaching about things in this game that other gachas do worse than these guys, and then change them some. Like, to be honest, the mentality behind this is great. You know, have all the characters. You got the good gear, might need a bit of money, but you can still play them. And if you just want to like play through the story and experience like that part of the game, it's fine. Actually, what did I do for Mayuda? Because I think Yuda is one of my favorite characters that they've put in. Can't remember what I got. Yeah, I think Mayuda is fine. Could probably do something about that, but you know, this is bonkers. This one, I think most CP5s are bonkers. So what did we get? We got some armor. We got some weapons. So I think I got you. Another thing for you. And we go all the way down to the garbage. Like, the reason why I don't like 35 CP weapons, because it fundamentally changes how the character plays, right? Whereas, like, the 15 CP weapons generally just, like, give a slight enhancement to the ability. So, Furion's a good example. Like, his blood weapon will heal back a lot more health if he didn't, compared to if he doesn't wear his weapon. But in that sense, if you just had like a really strong sword anyway, you could give it to him. You might not get the affinity bonus, but you can still use Furion. Like, I've got max limit broken knuckles for like any monk character. I've got 3 of them actually. I have Yidas, I almost have Fangs, and then I've got Tifa's. So if I want to play a monk character, I don't have to worry about getting weapons technically. But with the 35 CP weapons, how they play fundamentally changes. Like, you feel the difference between, and I mean this is an extreme example, but a Tidus that doesn't have their brotherhood, you can feel it. Like, every time you choose a friend Tidus to bring in, then you realise that they didn't have the brotherhood, you feel it right here. You just, it physically hurts you, because you're like, oh, I wanted that cool brotherhood. There goes my whole strategy. So while it's strong, I don't exactly agree with that. But I mean, this is what the game is, and I'm sure it's fine for it. I think I already have Masafune. So I'll just throw that in and then we'll go on our merry way. Van always plays the same. So what is just enhanced white wall? Well, they need some way of making running. Right. And I think that's inherently a problem with gachas in general. Like Fire Emblem's starting to be the same way. They've had to power creep all their new characters they put on banner. The only saving grace is that with older characters, they've added this new weapon refinery system, and it gives them, some of these old characters, a bit more uniqueness on their stuff. So there's ways of dealing with it. Just enhance white wall? Okay. I think it's just like, say for example, if you're like Tidus, you didn't get the 35 CP weapon, you feel like even though you're still playing with Tidus, he could have been so much more. Like, it's quite significant, and that's kind of the way with Prishe. Like, I mean, it's just damage enhancement, but it's kind of crazy damage enhancement. But I mean, like, it's not... With a game like this, which has like a server that's already, like a version of the game that's already ahead, we can know where this game is already going to go, kind of. Like, we know a good idea of what's actually going to happen in the future for this game, right? We're aware of the EX weapons, we're aware of the 60 cap. So having said that, I'm still enjoying this, knowing where the game is evidently going to go. Second 15th. Oh, that's right. So we go attack up. Yeah. I think the only annoying thing I have with like the multiple weapons is sometimes I really want to keep that passive and I have to maximum break it. But I'm sure like after playing this game for a year, I'll be in a position where I'll be like rolling around in like armor tokens and weapon refinery orbs and all that nonsense. Double King Main, let's go! Let's go! They still don't even have your Bay Bahamut in JP. It would be ludicrous to think that they don't put it in at some point. So, in the same sense, they do want to keep the game running. They just got it. Oh, there you go. When? Well, going off the info we just received, they just got it. Sweaty checked yesterday. Maybe they're getting scared of global and seeing how far they're moving along. What does he look like? Yeah, just break it for me, let's check this out. It's kind of neat. Kind of reminds me of Bahamut Zero from Final Fantasy VII. But I only just saw the face there. I got broken? What happened there? Why did I get broken? No, you got Sylph already? Break him back. Get some cheeky brave. Watch me lose all my friggin' turns to this one Prishe. So he manipulates Brave Limit and stuff like that. Because I heard, what's it? Kate Sith does a similar thing, like he's a Brave Battery / Brave Max Enhancer or something. Oh, that kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, he got his Brave back on that action. That's lame. Alright, let's just break him. This kinda sucks, but like, Sylph kinda messed up our pacing. And there goes effort. Double effort. That's kinda lame. Break it, please. but you'll still return anyway. Oof. Yeah, let's do that. We should be able to back-to-back this and then clean it up. The fact that it uses Mega Flare makes you happy. It's kind of weird because I've never really sat down with Final Fantasy and went, you know, what are my favorite characters? Like, I was introduced to Final Fantasy like a lot of people around my age bracket with Final Fantasy VII. I did the maths at the time and went, there's at least 6 more, right? So I went back and started playing a whole bunch. You're a dragon nerd, that's fair enough. Plenty of good ones in the series. Let's reload. Well, they did a whole expansion on dragons in Final Fantasy XIV, so that was pretty cool. Oh, nice. I'll save that link and check it out later. Oh yeah, HP attack. That's it done. Easy. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy X was a lot of people's first Final Fantasy as well, because it was like very early on in the PlayStation 2's life cycle. And it was also a solid entry. It's not my favourite, but I think my criticisms of 10 mostly become because I had the whole game ruined for me. So without actually spoiling anything, I had a neighbour across the street, and he got the PlayStation 2. He was the first kid with a PlayStation 2 in the neighbourhood. And no one else had gotten like a new generation console at that point. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. And I showed him some of my Final Fantasy games earlier, so he's like, yeah, I've got the new Final Fantasy, let's go. And he showed me, he was like, oh yeah, where are you up to? And he said, oh, this is the final boss. Thanks. So I found it pretty difficult to enjoy Final Fantasy X knowing what would ultimately happen in the end of the game. Yeah. Good thing he grew out of that. It's like that 12-year-old kid, you know what I mean? Oh, Balthier. And a Terra. Like, on a retrospective, I like the game. It's really well thought out. And I think they add Jet to this game. I'd really like to pick up his weapons. That'd be fun. Yeah, look at me, I got a Brave Break. Ooh, look at this. Look at it drop me. I always thought there's a perfect opportunity to make a prequel for 10, and you play as Braska, Jet, and Auron, and relive that pilgrimage. I always felt there was a lot of potential for a game, or even just like a story or a movie around that. supposedly he's trash, but everyone loves him. I mean, there's a lot, like, I don't know how well, I don't really pay attention to tiers and shit like that, but I have a lot of fun with Yida. I don't think she's too crash hot. She was definitely fun in the Aiko event. Russian blow, yeah, that's fine. Oh no, these aren't synergy characters, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get hit on. Yeah, I need to be careful about taking breaks in this one, I think. Be a bit more conservative. Should be able to just brave attack here, benefit from that attack plus. That's what I say. Is it still aiming for me? I've actually been meaning to replay 10 and 10-2 at some point. Might stream that from the PlayStation. The Faris event is super volatile. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Like, I don't think it's too bad, but it's quite easy to get out of control. I can definitely see opportunity for like a Faris event to just totally just drop the ball at the end of the run. Never fully understand them being dead and all that shit. I'm just doing a dance ring and an offline and all that jazz. Yeah, it's a bit hazy with me as well, but for the benefit of the stream I won't go into that. Yeah, I can do the bravery chain. Yeah, let's just do it. I want you to sack the Penelli mannequin, thinking the Lame couldn't do anything because no purple text. Ouch. A turn 8 death. That's gonna be rough. At least it was turn 8, so you can just leave. Oh, this was your bell, then I'm sorry. Oh, hell no. Crash the app. Yeah, I can just imagine that. Just snap the phone in half, end it. SARS has got no chill. I like SARS. Like, it was actually one of my more liked characters from 13. He didn't have it easy. And I found like some of the things he went through quite relatable. So I kind of don't feel bad about like having a max limit broken SARS. You know, it'll be his time one day. It's a nasty back kick. Yeah, you can break him. Why your boy had to shut up haters for good in a 8-turn kill. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Saza's farming score. Get 100k easy. Where is my turn? Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, no. Let me Kupo, thank you. Kinda sad about his 35 CP. Enlighten me. What do they do him in? Is it something like Vincent? I found Vincent's 35 CP to be a little underwhelming. I mean, it's good and I could feel it because I've got it myself, but you know, I wouldn't be miffed if I missed it, even though I do like Vincent. Is lightning any good in this game? Oh, that is an excellent question. I know it would burnt CP, but yeah. Increases attack boost max uses by 1, improves attack up critical rate, extends their duration, grants medium max bravery up. So it's just like a super buff, and then gives himself a few buffs. Yeah. What's it? There's another character that has a weapon that spreads their buff out. I think it's Yuna. Like it does the Asuna thing. And he could be relevant. Poor SARS. I'm guessing they haven't given him his X weapon. Actually, is that how they generally balance characters? Like, have they really balanced characters in any other way other than just giving them new weapons? Usually a group of people that work to that element. Yeah, so like pairing up Vincent with like Edge, for example, or Vivi maybe. Free recruits not found for this quest. Well, let's take a short break from that co-op. Terry gets a chant buff. Random quality of life changes, yeah. So have we actually received any of that? Like, if there was a quality of life change for a character that has been released or hasn't been released, did they just get those quality of life changes in global from the get-go, if you know? No. Excuse me. What Laguna, bro? Max growth increase allow him to take advantage of his skill set better. Yeah, like that would actually be kind of neat because his bullet skill is really good, but his weapon gives him like a 1-turn attack buff. And generally that's wasted because you're close to like your max brave, and then you're better off just using a HP attack most of the time. Yami Hago, thanks for the follow. Hello, new player here. Welcome. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I'm sure myself or one of the other lovely people on the stream will help you out. We haven't gotten any of them that yet, I don't think. Oh, okay. So they're just doing like a base level release then, I guess. Oh, well, I'm always interested in how games thanks, very kind. Thank you for the kind words. Right back at you. Also, I generally don't spend my bells, so if you need help on co-op or anything like that, I need to work on my bot a bit more. But if you need my friend code, I'll pull it in. Where on earth did I have that? I'll grab it for it at some point. You're following their timeline? Okay, so they're pretty close to their timeline. Okay. Try to find the priest event by yourself. Sure, but like, you know, if you ever need something to spice it up, I have King and I think my Ystala is built. I could probably use more crystal levels on her, but I think she's fine. Pretty sure I at least upgraded the armor. Armor's rose in 6 days. We have it. Yeah, so that's when the Prishe event ends, and that seems to be roughly correlate with how things have been going so far. To be honest, I almost feel like it's a bit too fast. Like, in reality, I don't need to worry about the Prishe event anymore, because I've gotten all the armor tokens, and I feel that the 800k score mark, is fairly manageable for someone with the amount of time I have. When I'm not playing, you know, quite frequently like I am this week. Okay, Raygon, see you. Thanks for jumping by the stream. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. And thanks for the follow before you leave. Thank you very much. I'll catch you later, bro. Do we want to do more? No, probably. Bit of a break. King is good, but very simplistic. You just dump bullets. I'm not worried about that. I'm just probably not gonna have much time tomorrow during lunch to get these done, so I might as well kill them now. So maybe I shouldn't, since I was right about Ramo and Faris. Is it a problem if they are wrong? You run with Ystala, Prishe, and Laguna, sometimes switching Ystala for Zell. Zell is a lot of fun, actually. Mercius, thanks for the follow. I'm actually kind of glad that my bot's hanging in there. It's a bit of a homebrew. Zell is nuts. Yeah, I actually quite liked him in 8. And it's kind of nice seeing him in Dissidia. Although it's kind of weird seeing like a chibi version of him done by Tetsuya Nomura. They've definitely captured Zell, at least. Actually, speaking of story content, if you haven't already checked it out, the Faris cutscenes were really good today. Is that even him? Yeah, it was definitely... What's another weird one? There's been like a couple of weird ones in Chibi, it just didn't seem right initially. Yeah, just HP attack, it's fine. Grenadier. Actually, it was kind of, speaking of Cell, it was kind of cool seeing the cutscene between him and, like, Laguna. really like the FF6 chibis because they pretty closely match the old anthology book. Yeah, actually, you're right. That's pretty well done. What other characters from 6 do we get? Do we get Locke or Luke or whatever we call them? Here we get like Sabin and we'll probably have to get Edgar, right? He's already in the story. Shadow's one was quite well done. Like, it works surprisingly well. And I suppose that's fair enough because like Terra is like one of Tetsuya's favorite characters, if I recall. She went through that pretty quickly. Waste of breaks, but whatever. Kind of miffed I didn't get like any weapon at all for Setsa. Like, not even just the like silver one. Really weird seeing him use a boomerang. Can you help me beat Prishe 40 and 50? Sure. I'll get my friend code out. How do you unlock Yuna? I believe she's a story character. Alright. There it is. I'll type that in chat as well. I need to set up my bot to take in some custom text commands. At the moment everything's hard coded in. Let's see, looking into the JPT list of all relative to our time frame. Actually, that's another thing, is I hear in Chapter 8, which is the one we're getting next, one of the gates is having Squall unlocked, so they're going to have to start bringing out one of those lost chapters. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Yes, that's it, thank you. You have to update your character there so people can use your character. Have to look into that. Yeah, like I'm not entirely sure how valid my info is, but I'm pretty sure, from what I know, is that he is required in Chapter 8. And supposedly, when they bring in Lost Chapters, they'll have more missions to unlock more of his 5-star armor. So you could probably have max limit broken armor if you did the event originally. Don't quote me on that. But at the very least, Squall sounds like he'd be coming back soon. Okay, well, I've added you now, Snuggen. Just follow me back. Is it just the score you're after, or are you also after, like, is it just completion, or are you after the missions? I'll let you as well on here, Yummy. Do you just start a quest? Yeah, so if you'll have two options, there's group and solo. You go to group, and then it'll ask you to invite us. Now, I could also host it, but if you want any score or to complete any missions, you'll need to host it. So. Sure, you're cutie. I think you get a gold item for 50, right? Yeah, there's two missions there. I think it is the 30 and the 50 to get the 5-star armor for Faris, if that's what you're after. Started it? Okay, well, hopefully when it updates it'll show up on here. It's taking an awful long time. But that's not the loading bug, 'cause it's meant to be, it's connecting, right? That is actually awfully slow. What's going on here? Oh, I'm gonna have to restart, but yeah, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Not getting in either. Mine was just hanging on updating, so I'm not too sure what was going on there. You shouldn't have to resend the invite, but we'll see. It doesn't show you in a reference list. So what you have to do when you're hosting it is, first of all, you need to make sure that you're following us and then we're following you back. And then you're on the friends list. Then when you go into the group, you need to go through and check all the ones you want to invite from your friends list. If you're not sure, I can quickly just load up a room just to show you how it's done. But you'll need to... Do I do free recruit? No, that's for asking random people to be match made into your group. Once I load into the game, I'll show you how it's done. I imagine not a whole lot of people will be trying to do the non-co-op specific one, because there is another mission at level 70 where you can't solo it, you have to do it with in a group. Most of the people will probably be there. What on earth is going on? It is taking forever to connect. Is anyone else getting connection issues? There wasn't a planned maintenance around this time or anything. It's a really suspicious time. The lobby is up. Cool. Once I get in, I might just have to bloody... Oh, no, it's doing something, yeah. Maintenance is 2 days? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, usually the loading bug says loading, not connecting. Looks like it's trying to do something, so... Yeah, it's a good sign. That's not a good sign though. It's terrible. Okay, the screen's... I'm just gonna restart BlueStacks. That's atrocious. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. BlueStacks is chucking a dummy spit right now. Yeah. I'm rebooting BlueStacks now. I haven't had it open for that long. Oh, I've got... unless you have to get going soon, I'm quite fine to spend some time and sort this out, because I've gotten what I wanted to get done today, so now it's just getting ahead, really. Like, there's no rush for me to get the score. I've got plenty of time to do it on both the events. Although I probably should hurry up the Prishe one a little bit, but no, I'm happy to help. Just have to bear with my bloody BlueStacks. Don't think my tablet's overheating too much. Yeah, that was much better. Now we just need to load into the game. There we go. Alright, if you can resend the invite. We can get started. Hit 1 mil last night. Gonna kill this event today, so take a break. Yeah, I hit 1 mil like on Monday. So I should be fine. Alright. See if I got you on the list here. I need to actually go through this anyway. Had to restart too. Must have been quite infectious. Sorry about this, Snoogans. I passed him, which means I really passed him. Oh no, that's Yamihaga. I'm looking for Snoogans. And it's quite easy to pick out. I need to get rid of some of these people. It's still little Prishe. I'm just checking if there's in the friends list. Which I don't think that... yes. So that's Yamihaga's there. Yeah, see, you haven't... whoops. No. I'm following you, Snoogans, but you're gonna have to go into the friends list, or the followers, and then follow me back, and that'll add me to the friends list. So you won't be able to send out the invites. So if you're still here, for example, I'll go to here. No, we'll do the proper example. I'll go to 40. 40 is the ones you want. You go to the group option here. You go as a host. It'll connect you to the servers. Create a room. And then you'll have your friend list here, and it'll push all the most recent users in your friend list up to the top. So what you'll do is, if I could take Yamihaga here, I'll check the box here, and then when I go to request, it will then request just Yamihaga for the event. But you can only request people that are currently on your friends list. I don't think I'm really missing anything here. Well, I don't have money. What am I talking about? I have to farm some gil. You have a question? Ask away. How to make the background of the weapon of that white color. Were you talking about the sort of platinum blue kind of colors? So what happens when you fully limit broken your Stella's weapon? Which weapon was that? Because when you max limit break a weapon, it goes up in rarity by 1. You also need, for it to be fully max limit broken, you need to get it to the max level. So, say for example, Yuda's fist here. Not only is it max limit broken with 3 other copies, it's also max level. It's at 35 out of 35. So if I go over to here, I've got a 4-star SARS weapon. Now it's max limit broken, but it's not completely leveled up, so it's still on a 4-star. When I level this up to level 30, it'll then become a 5-star weapon. So, for instance, if I get another Young's weapon, which I have a feeling will probably happen, as soon as I merge it, it's not going to become like platinum or 6-star. I'll then need to also cram a whole bunch of orbs and gear and actually fully level it up. So I hope that answers your question. Let's check the... Snoogans, are you still in chat and still interested in hosting, helping out with the 40 to 50 CP? No, not 40 to 50 CP. 40 to 50 co-op quests. Also here, just let us know, otherwise I'll continue on with some other things. What else we got? This connection is triggering me. Are you still having connection issues? Okay, are you trying to do something else in the game? Feels like the servers could be under a bit of stress. I don't know why now. Like what? Japan's mostly active. Rip pepperonis. Let's see if I can find something out. Alright, I'm gonna quickly burn some SP. Snoogans, if you're still in the chat, I'm still good to cop, just let me know. I think it's something with your net as well. I mean, I'm not running through like a wide connection at the moment. Considering this is running off my tablet. But I wouldn't think that'd be a problem here, seeing that the game's built for devices that don't use wide connections anyway. Setsa. That's gonna be like the level I need to rank up. I haven't really been paying attention. Oh, the classic go back to quest screen. So I don't think he's not here anymore. Could be just lurking. No, doesn't look like he's in the chat. Oh well. Unfortunate. Oh, well, plenty of SP to burn off. I haven't even touched Faris. I mean, I've leveled her gear up, got a 35 CP weapon on the first bloody pull. Faris wants to come home, not Prishe. What happened, Prishe? We used to be cool. I saved for you. Purely because you're an 11 character. As soon as Lion comes in, I'm just gonna drop you dead. And then Lion will do the same thing. Typical. Oh, what am I doing? Not paying attention. Let's clean this up. Oh, that wasn't the level up I was waiting for. Alright. Let's see. Am I getting closer to next set of tickets? Where am I at, Prishe? Really? I'm that close to tickets? Game? Hello? Excuse me? What happened? Then again, you know, I'm one run away from Faris, rah rah rah. Alright, let's do some Prishe. Actually, where is my Y'shtola at? Oh, she's missing some crystal level. And I'm saving it because... yeah, I want to finish off young. Yeah, I'll just play King. Nice and easy. Bang bang, bullet bullet gun. Pow pow, bada bing bing bing. No, get into the fight, please. Thank you. Alright. I think the plan will be knock this co-op out, burn some disappointment tickets, and then gonna make myself a cup of tea or coffee or something. And knock some more co-ops out. Doesn't take this long, does it? I feel like there's a connection thing. Only when it fails. So it thinks there's rooms there and keeps trying to put me in. An invitation is needed to join this room. Ooh. I haven't gotten that one before. Has anyone else gotten that kind of a thing? Ooh. Let's spice it up a bit. Let's do a Faris run. I haven't done a whole lot of Faris. You gotten it twice? Oof. I feel like I've just pulled a 35 CP weapon getting that message then. It's Yang time. People have got to be doing this one, right? I really don't want to use bells, because if someone disconnects then I have to control two characters and I'm lazy. An invitation is... oh wow, look at that. I really should just buy a lottery ticket. I should pull now. I think the game's trying to tell me something. Okay, I'm going to put this on auto, because I need a bloody cup of tea. Especially I'm going to need it if I'm going to have to put up with this all night. Where are you looking at? Wow, so I've gotten it twice. There you go. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Better back. Sorry about that. got some tea. Hopefully we can find some game rooms that I don't need an invitation for. That'd be good. Or not. Looks like we're burning some SP. Alright. Put a bit of SP and then we'll get back to it. How's everyone finding Faris in the new event anyway? I'm actually quite enjoying it. The fight's a lot more interesting than the last couple of fights we've had as far as co-op's concerned. You like her event? Yeah, it's quite good. Like the battle's quite interesting. There's actually a very good sense of peril, and the cutscenes are actually pretty good because it's usually like, oh, I'm the new character. I'm not going to join you just yet, and then you do a fight and you're like, I have the light. I guess I'll join you. Love the Char if I got the 35 and 5 tickets spent. No, she's benched. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Keep pulling on Prishe. It purely becomes a matter of taste, really, like whether you enjoy or not. If you've already got good characters, if you're like set, like say for example, if you've built up a Vine, or you've built up Cloud, or a Squall, and or you already have like an established team, you might have gotten like, you know, Brotherhood from Tidus, or something like that. If you've already got some characters built up, I don't think there's anything like too devastating at this point to worry about keeping characters built. So it purely becomes like whether you enjoy the characters or not. If you want to buy into either of those characters purely because of whether they're good or not, then I wouldn't recommend it. Just hold on to it. If you know, if Prishe or Faris is one of your favorite kind of characters, then I'd say, yeah, go for it, you know? I think I'm at peace with Prishe. I've spent like a lot trying to get her weapon, and I haven't gotten it. I've already got excess king weapons, which I'm not too excited about. I've already sent 2 king weapons away to be turned into like the orbs of crystals or whatever. I only got 2 Y'shtola weapons and 1 15 Prishe weapon. So I think I'm done with that matter. Though I'm still burning stupid bloody tickets on it. But I like doing the, you know, it's a new character, just pull it. Especially if I've barely gotten any other weapons on that battle. Within reason, I guess, like that unit banner that's up, I don't care about. Got Prishe and Y'shtola and Laguna built up, just missed their crystal enhance. Do you have like the 15 CP Prishe weapon? Oh, you got both of Prishe's weapons. So you just want like access ones? Well, put it this way. I wouldn't be too worried about pulling more Prishe weapons unless you like, you know, this isn't a problem, right? because you are going to probably at some point start really accumulating orbs or weapons that you're not interested in, and then you can use that to upgrade the Prishe weapon. If you haven't pulled yet on the Faris banner, then I would personally do the 5k one. I did, and I got pretty fortunate. I got Faris's 15 and 35 CP weapon. The rest were garbage, but 2 5-stars on a gem pull is pretty good. Go for it. Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to pulling up Farm/Ashes banner. It sounds like a pretty good one to pull. But I got a funny feeling I'll pull on that banner and I'm just gonna get a stack ton of more Varn weapons. And that's the 15 one, not the 35. Gonna have an insane amount of tickets already at the plateau. Yeah. I just hope I don't run into a situation where I'm just loading up on Varn 15 weapons. I think there's gonna, like, we haven't quite hit that yet because, like, the game, for global anyway, is still quite young. But I feel like 15 CP weapons are going to be bloody everywhere at some point. Yeah, end up with an excess amount of weapon orbs. I think that's why I'm not interested in pulling on the Prishe banner at the moment, because I've already gotten 2 excess king weapons. Like, so I don't want to pull more gems into that. I think I'm just going to save more gems. I kind of feel like pulling more on Faris, but I'll probably just spend extra tickets on that. I mean, I don't have Pinello's weapon, but I don't have her armor either. There's also Pinello inside. Yeah, so it's Yang, Pinello, and Faris. So if you like Pinello, there you go. Also, if you dislike Pinello, then don't pull. Like, I think just keeping all the 5-star weapons of me have given me, like, a decent spread of characters. Like, even though I don't use Yuna much, she was pretty handy in keeping my sanity for the, the vanilla event. Oh, I said I was going to do some co-ops, huh? Oops. I think I'm still going to throw tickets on the Prishe banner. Which totally contradicts everything I've said for like the last 5 minutes. But I'm not so worried about tickets because there is no sort of pity rate. Whereas like when you do a gem pull, like a 5k pull, you are guaranteed a 5-star weapon. So I consider them very different. Like, I want to be conservative with my gems, but I absolutely don't care about tickets, because I get some sort of intrinsic value out of pulling 3-star equipment. Yeah, nothing tickles my fancy more than just dropping some tickets for some 3-star armor. Or getting king weapons, one of the two. Alright, let's get a bloody co-op running. Itching, because it doesn't matter which one I clear, I get tickets. Whoops. Where are you, King? Hello? There you go. Oh, okay, this will be a walk in the park. Just Prishe things. That's why I'm still pulling on the Prishe banner. Prishe. Although, I don't know whether I'd actually use her outside of the banner. Maybe? Because I've already got the Titus Brotherhood, right? And that's just disgustingly good. Like, you get a Brave plus HP attack, and then the debuffs are crazy. Particularly speed. I want to punch it. Yeah, I'm good. More breaks with spinning kick, faster summons. That's fair. That's probably why she's a good pick for like the Faris one, right? Because you can just get a lot. You can just summon stupidly quick. And I think she gets some like Brave plus HP moves down the line somehow. Oof. Yeah, they can break that. Like, unless they like steal my turns. My team can almost auto Ramu EX, can't even clear High Seas Part 5. I have to pull for some synergy boosts. What is your team, Cucumber, if you don't mind me asking? What's your teams? Here's your teams. Auto Run EX. It just kind of says... It speaks volumes about how difficult the summoning one has been. Yeah, like, what characters are you running? Oh yeah, see, the one situation where that attack buff from Rapid Boards is good. Look at that. Hope, Squall, and Barn. Hope's nice. Hey Zod, how's it going? We're doing some Dissidia today. How you been? I need to be not so absent-minded. Let's focus a bit more. Oh, snap a cam. Yeah, so, fun story about that. I don't trust my PC at the moment, and I'm streaming off my tablet, which inherently has a webcam. And I'm now thinking about picking out like one for my desktop. So if you've got any recommendations, let me know. That's exactly what you thought. I'm not paying attention, I got broken again. I haven't lost any health or whatever. We're doing really well, but that's just because we got 2 Precious and it's disgusting. Oh, I just cash in the health, right? Your last Professor hurt. That'd be sweet if you could. At the moment there's like a reasonably cheap Logitech one I could pick up. It's got some decent reviews. You can't spend too much money on it. gonna break it again. It's classic. How am I getting broken? I'm gonna have to rewatch this and see what I was doing. PlayStation 1 I think is decent. Yeah, see, I play off PC, so unless the PlayStation 1 works off on PC, then probably would. These Prishes are getting a bit feisty. Why wouldn't they? Because I just lost my turn. Connect one does. Okay, well, we'll look into that. That sounds quite nice. Because I have been streaming Monster Hunter from time to time, so if I could do a camp with that as well, it'd be good. Although I do eventually want to move to a capture card and not use the PlayStation 4 built-in stuff, because that is frustrating. The amount of like block scenes and like all this gargling it does for no reason. That is absolute ass pain with party chat. Oh man, it's like a smidge left. Yeah, good luck, Cucumber. Hope that strategy from Mercurius helps you out. Sounds pretty solid to me. Sorry if I haven't really been paying attention. I've been trying to pay attention. Should just be able to HP attack. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. These stickers are amazing. Can't wait till we get more. Oh goody, some tickets. They're gonna be totally blown. Let's see. Prishe, come home? Maybe? Prishe, hello. Hi. Nah, there's no way that. What was that drop for Prishe? Like from the cult rewards? Come on. Just... Come on, come on. Right, we're not doing that again because that didn't help us. Oh boy. Let's change it up a bit. Yeah, I believe it was the artifact. It's a pretty good one. It was either that or some. I think I saw some orbs there as well, like 4-star weapon orbs. The Yang. Yeah, I haven't done this one a whole lot. Need to practice it. It's nowhere near as easy as playing King. Do need to get that Chocobo on Sun. Actually, we'll do Self. Let's do Self. Kuposexual. That is a intriguing name. Oh man. I just do nothing. Oh. I want to focus, but that's going to make me lose a turn, right? It is an excellent name. I'll lose my turn. It's hard sort of fitting in like a focus really early on. Once it gets set up, I can start like kicking a lot. Yeah, might be able to fit it in here. Yeah, should be able to fit in focus now. Land a nice kick on that. This is bonkers. Yang is so much fun. It's so satisfying getting that kick off. I can definitely see if you get the right team comp, you can just burn this thing. Oh, yeah, cheeky kick right here. I do like that slide, it's like really close to the animation in Final Fantasy IV as well. Like it's got that feeling to it as well, it's pretty fantastic. Gotta focus in. Yeah, let's lay into it. Let's just go super aggressive. Look at that. We should have another kick spare, actually. Should be able to just, yeah. 3K! It's insane! I'm glad I pulled on that Vaughn banner just because of all the young weapons I got. I'm gonna follow this guy. Touch my pom-pom Koopo. Is that a bit too much for Twitch? Oh dear. Man, we got some more tickets. Ooh. What's next on that one? The armor token, okay. You know, I kind of want to get that last Yang weapon. Alright, before I pull, do we want to pull on the Faris banner or the Prishe banner? I'm kind of keen either way after, like, having that run with Yang. Also, I suppose a Penelo weapon would be pretty good. Any preferences, recommendations? You think Faris? Actually, yeah, I probably should be pulling on Faris. Like Faris's 35 CP more for current event trends. I mean, while that's true, like, I already do have it. So having the one, I'm pretty happy with. In the same sense, like, Max LB Yang would be fun to play in this event, and then picking up a weapon for Penelo would be good. Actually, I need some armor for Penelo. Didn't realize. Yeah, like, I've done one 5k pull on Faris, and I've got the 15 and the 35 for Faris. I didn't get anything else, but I've already got one off max limit breaking Yang, and I have absolutely nothing for Penelo. And if we go over to this one, I've already got 2 Y'shtola weapons. I have one 15 for Prishe, and then I've had my fair share of King weapons. Go for the Faris one? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, I like the sound of that. It's probably going to be Disappointment City anyway, so let's just get the server and done with. Yeah, see, this I already have enough of. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's my second spare. So that's probably over glorified fodder. But getting a silver is always nice. Next. Oh well. Bit of fun. I think the luckier thing is that I usually get the loading bug there. Alright. I think we just dump this. A bit more here. I mean, I was probably going to pull on Faris once Prishe ran out. Oh! I'm full on artifacts. Wow. Well, we're doing artifacts, I guess. I've got like a bunch of 4-star artifacts which I'm not rushing to clean up. Now that the Ward of Illusions event for artifacts ended. Let's see. I actually don't have any Yang passives yet. Yeah, let's get our boy Yang in. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm not using 4-star artifacts of fodder if I have at least a 5-star weapon for that character. So if we go over here, I'll probably start burning some Penelo stuff. Just because I don't have a weapon for her. So I'm gonna do we, no. Got plenty of Prishe though. Ready for that. Did I go past Pinello, or have I just not... Oh no, I'm thinking the other thing. Yeah, well. I haven't done the Faris event much though, it's only fair. Hell, I mean like... yeah, there we go. Not a whole lot of room. But I mean... unlike the World of Illusions event for artifacts, you don't really get them too fast from the co-op stuff. So I'm okay with sitting on like just a bunch of these. Oh, there's the great. I believe that's the first passive. I need to change my name to Dirge Attack 108 Sellsword. Holy shit. That's all I seem to get. That's a pretty fucking good passive, if I do say so myself. Where are we? Let's get some more Yang stuff. I kind of have a feeling they added in Pinello on the event purely because Pinello somewhat resembles Yang's daughter from the After Years. Shit, I need to get some gil. I forget I'm not meant to be like upgrading weapons or anything during World of Illusions for summons. When am I looking at blue? Blue's the one that's been updating, because that's today. Could do Edge, which I have, no, I'm upgrading Laguna, because I've actually got weapons for him. Okay, now we can do some SP burning. But I will just quickly update Yang. Where is he? There you are. Initial Brave. Where does that come from? Oh, that's probably come from... No. That's coming from the armor. I don't need to equip that. I know I've maxed them at break tiers 4-star weapons, but I haven't fully upgraded it. Speed. What's that? Oh, okay, so I do get a... Ah, so that's where the turn stuff come from. Yeah. Yep. Let me turn off one more. HP defensive. That's pretty bonkers. I feel like blue stacks are starting to slow down a little bit. Let's get some more co-op going. Interesting. I suppose that'll be fine, I just need to focus. Looks like they were banking on a Prishe. There's one decked out Balthier. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad because Balthier is just gonna take effectively debuff the boss. Oh, that's rude. Brotherhood's just good. It's ridiculous. My king looks beefy. Yeah, this is what a Prishe 35 CP weapon looks like when you don't pull it. How are you doing, Dragon Master? Yeah, I might just cash in the damage here. Should be getting the... Oh, we're way off the summon. That's gonna break. I feel like Petitus is gonna definitely go for like a quick hit or something. Or a slash combo. And then steal my turn. Oh, I totally forgot about that. The whole, yeah. Oh well. Oh, it's only stand breath. Okay, that's fine. That's right, it's not in the annoying bit. Great, looking forward to more farming. It's good to hear. You enjoying the Faris event? Still need to catch up on the Prishe event like I am? It's what sarcasm likes. No, it's good. I like it too. Like, for a lot of years, I've just played, like, a bunch of grindcore RPGs that had, like, no online path, no growth and all that, because that just wasn't a thing. So, like, a good example is the Disgaea series. I absolutely love that series, but I've barely finished any of the games because I spend so much time on a single one, just grinding and getting all the unlockables. So, it's just like an inevitable bit. Done with Prishe and Ramuh. It's good. How did you find both the events? I found the EX for Ramuh probably the easiest so far. I don't know whether that's just because I've got characters quite built up now, or that the Kraken is just disappointing as a boss. Still need to get a couple of levels in Ramu though, but I'm taking my time with the Orb Spring, so I'm desperately low on orbs, particularly weapons. Oh, I haven't used my summon yet? This run's going great. But yeah, I just played a lot of games where you just grind it all for the sake of grinding. Like, the original Dissidia game's a good one. You don't really need to grind in that, but I did. I just like leveling things. Now there's just so many games that are alive and living, and they have like new content every week. So I feel like every time I'm getting closer to that bar of finishing it, they move it for me. They give me more stuff to do. EX was super easy, but you had an MLB Brotherhood and 35 Vincent. Yeah, that does trivialize it. I suppose like 35 CP weapons in general, just because if you have one, it's about as strong as like, almost as strong as a 15 CP weapon that's been merged at least twice, I think. And if you got any more, it's just disgusting. Self. Ah, it's Prishe. Tidus is full MLB armor as well. Yeah, so you've probably got CP coming out of your ears. Did you manage to get any good passes for him? I don't think I was as fortunate with Tidus as I was with other characters. You like him? Yeah, he's really solid, but I felt like without Brotherhood is very bland. Wow, we're getting some lag here, I think. I think it's just BlueStack's been open for too long again. Two 108 attacks with Max Blade Plus. That is amazing. $82k Prishe Van Cloud. How many turns do you do it in? Like 10? That's insane. This is for the Faris event, yes? Sounds bonkers. You'd be done farming in like in no time. I just had a smidge more HP. I feel like Layla's better. Yeah, it was 10 turns? Oh, I was just talking out of my 10 turns, wow. Yeah, it's just HP. The Prishe, she can break things. I'm over Prishe. Organize the Prishe and show them off if you like. I am fully versed in how Prishe not only performs but also teases me. I had a run with two fully maxed out Prishes, And I'm talking like they had the 15 CP fully limit broken as well, and equipped that passive. Nuts! It was over in like, you know, 2 turns. MLB, Prishe, Lael, and any major HP attack is the way to go for max score. Sounds pretty solid. You can break stuff. That was the bad one. Whips. We got summon now, right? Yeah, just still on my turns. Do a slash combo. Yes, thank you. That was fantastic. I'm just gonna get the Brave back, so I'm gonna cash in some damage. Because it's only Sylph, I'm not gonna get that much extra bravery. Bloody hell. I kind of wanted Lael's weapon. I did do a pull, but I just got Vincent's stuff. Oh right, my effort's not on anymore, is it? Ugh, hurts. Physically painful. Should be really close to getting the summons. Speed down on Tidus, that kind of sucks. Yeah, just break that, and then just break it, just spinning attack or something. Oh, thank you. No, you stole my turn! Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna party with Prishe and Tidus. I don't have any turns. Every turn I have is a privilege. Oh, the Tidus is gone. Ah, that turn order sucks. Right, looks like I'm just gonna... Oh, we lost a summon too. Oh, this just got really rough. This just got really, really rough. I know I've been a bit greedy in this game, like this match, but I still feel like that Sylph has sort of messed up things a little bit. Just because we pushed it before our other summons were ready. Yeah. Need a reload here, I think. Body of Steel, which is bad. Yeah, just break that, please. There we go. Yeah, we're fine. Oof. I should have room. If any, I will get my. I think I got my ID here somewhere. Here we go. I'll make a command for it once I get around to updating my bot. Which I might have some time on the weekend. It's a bit of a homemade bit. I need to go through my list anyway, because there's definitely a couple of pages of inactives in there. So if you need another van, feel free to add my code. I feel like at this current point in time you can't have too many of them. Brotherhood, yes, that is fantastic. Oh yeah, that's decked out. Very nice. Right. Let's just see what I've got here. Burn off some SP while I check a couple things. Oh, we'll just jump into something, sure. Alright, let's see what you got. Missions are hard. Now we wanna shoot this. Oh, we got Stoller as well. That should be pretty smooth, I imagine. Not sure how many of you have played Final Fantasy XI, but it's been oddly nostalgic and therapeutic as well, listening to the battle themes again. Considering I would have thought at some point they would have driven me nuts. Driven me nuts, sorry. I think the other thing that's nice about Tidus as well with the Brotherhood is you do just because there is a limit of how many buffs and debuffs a certain character can have. You can actually dispel to a certain degree. Kind of sad about thing about 11 and 14 because I feel like there was some potential for a single player sort of campaign. I mean, I guess. They're working on a mobile version of 11 at the moment. Now, I'm curious to see how they actually go through with that. But to be fair, if you're interested about 14, like, for the most part, there is quite an extensive single-player story-ish, in which you do just matchmake with the dungeons and all that. Not really an MMO person at all. I mean, if you're really interested in 14, I can say at least, when you buy a copy, you get 30 days no frills. Like, I didn't even need to put in like a card or anything like that when I started up. And I felt like if I just sat down and went through like the story content, I could have at least gotten the base game done at that time. This was back when I was closer to the 2.0 launch. So if you want to experience like the vanilla story, I still would recommend it. I kind of want to just HP attack. Really no person at all. I mean, I understand that. But if you really are interested in 14, I still feel like if you just want to go and enjoy the story and then leave it, it's quite possible to do that. And if you do, feel free to join the free company I run on the Sagatana server. Especially if you're up at this hour. Just cash in the attack buff. Actually, I probably should have reloaded. I don't think I'm going to be using all my things here. No, well, it's just dumping Brave now that I've got Ustella up. Yeah. Probably could have. Definitely not happening in the near future, that's for sure. Yeah, too busy playing this. Yeah. Let's just dump it. Well, if you are concerned, it's quite easy to catch up in 14. At any given point throughout its existence since it relaunched in 2013 with 2.0, I've been able to get players caught up in story and up to current content quite easily and quite comfortably. Fly to Georgia for 2 weeks on the 22nd for training. Okay. Sweet, awesome run. Does 0 attack damage. Well, I hope things go well for your training. I may or may not be streaming if you do have a moment. But if not, there's probably gonna be plenty left here when you get back. Oh, is it? No, that's just the thing. I hate it when it does that. Keep thinking I've got a thing to do. I need to stop going back here. I don't have any money. I need to do cycle quests. I'd like to join you, but I feel like it'd just be a heavy bag carry. Now, don't think about that. If you wanna host something, I'm quite happy to join you for anything. It's quite alright. If you need help with score, like, you know, I need score too. I don't mind how slow I get it. Or how fast. I actually quite enjoy just doing it with people I know. Or at least can talk to. Let's see. Like they have an artifact for Prishe. Yeah, I do too, and I'm sitting on some artifacts, I just don't quite have the money. Alright. I feel like yeah, I can help you. Go, if you host and pick me up, I'm keen for whatever you want. Yeah, if there's anyone else in the chat that wants to join in, feel free. Let me finish this? Sure. Just squeeze in a cheeky SB burn. Yeah, see, there you go. Is it just because your characters aren't as decked out, or you're not familiar with the actual encounter itself? First time in multi? Yeah, don't sweat it. It's fine. I mean, I found it like I've always got that anxiety in myself, but I find like once I've used to breaking the ice, it helps. As much as it's not really helpful for some people that are joining in late, but I always feel like joining in the multiplayer the first day or like very close to when it comes out helps out a bit, because then there's not as much assumed knowledge from players, so I feel like that helps me a bit, because I also do like tank on 14, and I sometimes still get that tank anxiety. Sad you got Sarz's weapon on the summon. This multi isn't so bad compared to other games. I'm just kind of jazzed that it actually has multiplayer. Speaking as a person with terrible anxiety. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like, I think not having to worry about... like, it's not so much of a loss if you lose or anything like that. And yeah, there is no real interaction. Like, when you put it into perspective, like, throughout the course of the whole event, you want at least one run that's going to get you the minimum score for the rewards and then all the missions, which generally is not too bad. And then you don't really need to use that bell at all. And that's all you need to use bells for. So as long as you can fit one of that at any point of the time, you're golden. And then everything else, you just join in on group and you can go in as a guest or host again, but you don't have to worry about score or whether it fails or not. It's just how much time you can put into it. And then once you've done it a couple of times, you feel comfortable with how things go. But when you're ready to host, just let me know. Think of the other players as varying levels of good, bad AI. I mean, that's a way of looking at it. Sometimes I feel what I would do is I would just join in a guest to start with. So if I made any mistakes, you know, it's like, oh, not the end of the world. And then you'd get a couple of practice runs in, and you go, okay, I know how to do it. And then you would attempt your bell for the score if you're just going with randoms. Or you could jump into this stream when I'm playing the studio, or any other stream. There's a lot of streamers out there that are quite happy to do and help out with bells and co-op, as well as like there's plenty of other players that just hang out in the chat. And I think what's really cool about this game in particular, and it being streamed on Twitch, is that each stream sort of acts as like a little hub for people to help out with co-op runs and all that sorts of stuff. It's like an over-glorified chat room, really. So, I mean, I've been... There we go. Rip. Yep, got the invite. Let's just see if it lets me in. Alright. If you're not familiar with like the co-op event, it's probably best to just stick with a synergy character. Double Prishe should be fine. Now, if you do get an opportunity, I'm not too sure where your other summons are at, but summons that you can upgrade past level 10, when they get from level 10 to level 11, they get like a significant upgrade. Yeah, I find the trick to this boss is it just has a lot of health. So some characters need to be somewhat conservative. I don't really pay attention too much to the Prishe players because all I do is I just spam rapid bullets. Got you clear? Now you can start a co-op form? That's excellent to hear. Now you get to join the rest of us doing 2 million points. I might cash in the damage here. I can break it. How strong is King? He's alright. He's pretty solid in the event just because the fight is quite long compared to some of the other co-op stuff. And he just have Brave on a stick the whole fight. Like, I can just keep using rapid bullets. And then when I use reload, I get another 6 rapid bullets. And I find myself, I never go through the whole thing. Sometimes I'll reload early, like when I got 1 or 2 charges left, just because I won't have an opportunity, like a better opportunity to reload. But outside of that, I'm not really entirely too sure. But if he's like one of your favourite characters, I'd say go for him. Generally this game works so far pretty favourably if you just want to play with favourites. Oh, that is unfortunate. I mean, if you get King decked out, you can just pull Brave ranks like that all the time. Yeah, Cucumber. It's not quite the Seymour boss from the Tidus event. Oh yeah, cashing the damage here. I think that's probably one of the early mistakes people are going to do. You could limit break King if you wanted to. Well, there's nothing stopping you, I guess. I'm quite enjoying King, but I feel like outside of this event I'm probably not going to use him too much. Like 5 of his weapon. Yeah, I got like 7. Probably closer to 6. I got like max limit broken, and then I sold 2 for the orbs or whatever they are, the weapon gems. We should be pretty close to summoning here. Yeah, you guys can break that, right? And then steal my turn. Even if you don't break it, it's fine. There we go, it's solid. Yep, there goes my turn. But that's okay, because I can just summon. As long as I don't lose this turn. It's probably better that I had my turn stolen, actually. Although, you got turns for days. What am I kidding? Your first 10k hit, you got all the weapons. Bugger me. Yeah, so what I like about King in this fight is that this last slither can be a bit rough if you're out of abilities or someone's like taken a death, or there's like 1 summon out of sync, which what we will get soon because I believe Yami's is only level 5 for it, which is fine. Oh, there we go. It's Prishe. 2 Prishes. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, so hope that's sort of broken the ice for you as far as co-op goes. We do... no, we don't. I probably should have given you, like, all missions as well, so you should be right. Yeah, a couple more runs. Yeah, see, this is what I really enjoy about this game. It has more. As much as I'd love to take up the offer, it is actually getting a bit late for me, as I'm only able to really stream this part-time, as I still do work full-time myself, so I think I'm going to call it there, guys. But it has been a fantastic stream again. Thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you for all the follows. Is there anyone streaming at the moment? We have another. We do have another channel. Okay. Alright, so I haven't... it is a bit starved at this time of day / night. Dragon Master, thanks for the follow. Yes, thanks again, guys. It has been fantastic. We're gonna go raid Master Games. They're also streaming Dissidia, so we're just gonna move the chat lobby. Give them a bit of support. Once again, thanks guys, and have a good night.